Well, the DC court did its job. It took them a while, but they came out with that unanimous decision that said, no, the president is not above the law. He does not get that immunity that he wants to, that immunity that will give him the opportunity to murder people without any consequences, that opportunity to do anything illegal without consequences. He was denied that ability. But I'm going to tell you, there's something that concerns me about this entire dialogue. I want you to listen to this, to the president's, to his response, and then I want to tackle how the reporters handle it, how the journalists handle it, because it's the same mistake that they made previously. So listen to this, and then we'll take it on the other side.
And depending on other court cases involving Donald Trump and his other litigation schedule, we could be seeing a trial of former President Trump for insurrection in the spring.
Von Hilliard, I understand you have new reaction from the Trump camp. What is it?
Yeah, I just want to read the statement that was just sent to me here by Trump campaign spokesman. Quote, if immunity is not granted to a president, every future president who leaves office will be immediately indicted by the opposing party. Without complete immunity, a president of the United States would not be able to properly function. Deranged Jack Smith's prosecution of President Trump for his presidential official acts is unconstitutional under the doctrine of presidential immunity and the separation of powers. Prosecuting a president for official acts violates the Constitution and threatens the bedrock of our republic. President Trump respectfully disagrees with the D.C. Circuit's decision and will appeal it in order to safeguard the presidency and the Constitution. Again, that is the new statement just sent a minute ago by the Trump campaign spokesman here. I think it's important to note each of those issues that was outlined by the Trump campaign in that statement was thoroughly written about by those three judges in their appeals decision here. And in part of this, I think it's important to pick out from the appeals court decision in which they write, former President Trump's stance would collapse our system of separated powers by placing the president beyond the reach of all three branches. Of course, this is not just about the federal election interference charges against Donald Trump, but also the potential use of the Oval Office by presidents in the future. Of course, Donald Trump is running for the nomination again. He has talked about being dictator for a day. He has talked about the strengths of having a strong man running a country. And so the decision here by the appeals court in the likely Supreme Court hearing oral arguments and taking this case up themselves and ultimately issuing their final ruling will have great implications not only for this trial that is slated to take place against Donald Trump, but also future presidents of the United States.
Now, here's the deal. Notice they go ahead and they tell you the statement that Donald Trump said. Donald Trump said that if a president doesn't get immunity, that it's a danger to the country and a danger to the Constitution. Why? Because people will come after the president. They will try to put the president in jail or do all these things to the president if we don't give presidents immunity. It's ironic, right? Because Donald Trump said that one of the first things he's going to do if he got reelected was to do exactly that to Biden. And if you have immunity, that means after Biden is done, and Donald Trump shouldn't be able to touch him. But he's speaking against himself. But the journalists have failed here. Let me give an example. When Donald Trump puts out a notice and says that if he doesn't get immunity, this will put the country in danger, the Constitution in danger, because the president, they will come after the president. Donald Trump forget that he was the 45th president. There were 44 presidents before him. Not one of these presidents requested some sort of immunity. Not one of these presidents were actually persecuted after they left office. And the only one that we should have persecuted after office, Nixon, he got a pardon before any type of prosecution occurred. So why isn't the media, when Donald Trump puts a statement out like that, the president must have immunity. The president must have immunity to guarantee the Constitution and to make sure that the country is safe, right? Because he may have to do things that later on. No. Again, that reporter immediately, that journalist immediately should say, well, Mr. President, Weren't there 44 other presidents before you? 44 over the last 200 plus years. And we never had that problem. Why should we be concerned about it? Because of you who created an insurrection, you who defrauded many, you who's nothing but a spoiled, illegitimate president that's a criminal. Why didn't they just say that? But again, this is the same media when Donald Trump was saying Obama was born in Thailand or Obama was born in Kenya. Show me your birth certificate. If we acknowledge that Obama's mother was that white woman in Kansas, a born American in Kansas, that should never have gotten any traction. Because it didn't matter if Obama was born in Kenya, Thailand, or any part of Africa or any part of the world, because his mother was an American citizen. And if his mother or father or both are American citizens, it doesn't matter where you are born, you are a natural born citizen. McCain, Senator McCain, was born in the same hospital that I was born in, Cocosolo, on the Canal Zone in Panama, Provincia de Colón. That's where Senator McCain was born. Exactly same hospital that I was born in Panama. Did you see Donald Trump question McCain about birth certificates? Again, the media allow these things that have no basis to get traction. That story should have been squelched immediately, just like this story about Donald Trump saying a president needs immunity or it'll be a danger. There were 44 presidents previous to Donald Trump. Come on. Let's do our job and make sure the people are informed immediately. There were 44 presidents before Donald Trump. Not one of them were persecuted or prosecuted or attempted prosecution by anyone. So let's be clear here, that's a bunch of bunk.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number 1, subscribe to our channel, and number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.